February 2020's vinyl haul. Ahoy hoy everybody, and welcome to my vinyl haul video for February 2020. Sort of about half and half of this I've already shown, half I haven't. So the half I've already shown is my Fairham haul from about a week ago, when I went to the record fair and the charity shops and the Heath Chemistry record shop. So what I'll do, I'll show the other stuff first, and I'll show that in detail, and then I'll quickly go through again, in case you haven't seen or would like a reminder, what I bought then. Yeah, let's get cracking. So first up we have a 7-inch, and this is a new release. This is I Feel For You by Prince. So that's his original song that he then gave to Chaka Khan, who had a big hit with it. This was a special release. It came out towards the end of last year, November I think, as digital only, and you could pre-order the single, and then the single was shipped at the start of this year from Paisley Park. And I got this right at the start of February. Yeah, but what's special about this is that the A-side is a previously unreleased acoustic demo of I Feel For You, and it's got slightly different lyrics and what have you. Then the B-side on this is the album version, but a nice cover. And then inside, a nice touch as well. Purple inner to the sleeve, comes in its own little sleeve, and it's on the same slightly translucent, slightly marbled purple vinyl that most of the reissues have been on lately. But yeah, really happy to have that in the collection. This was from Slice of Vinyl record store. This is 1999. This was the first release of 1999 as a single in 1983 when it flopped over here. You know, it didn't do much at all. It wasn't a hit over here until after Purple Rain, when it was reissued as a double A. I think it was double A anyway, with Little Red Corvette. So I have had this cover on 12-inch. I had the reissue on 7-inch, but I didn't have this version on 7-inch. And the B-side is How Come You Don't Call Me Anymore, one of his best B-sides, and later covered by Alicia Keys. And it's on Warner Brothers. Sleeves just fallen on the floor, but yeah, lovely condition. And also, I think I went to Slice of Vinyl on the 1st of the month. I know I mentioned on my last video that I had been, the January haul video. This is 12-inch of Girls and Boys. Now, if you've watched my Fairham haul video, you know that I have picked up another copy of this that had the poster in it, which you will see in a bit. But yeah, Girls and Boys, the LP version on side A, together with Under the Cherry Moon, also from Parade. B-side is Erotic City, which was originally a Purple Rain era B-side. And everything's falling on the floor tonight, that's Sotalore. But yeah, it's not in great condition, but it should be okay. And that's on Paisley Park. I think I'm now going to double check, but I think I already had this anyway. But the version I have, oh dear, is different. It must be a, oh God, I guess it must be a later cup, but it can't be. But this is barcoded, and it opens from the side, whereas, as you saw, this opens from the top. so it is a different release. Why is everything so slippery today? Okay. Still from a slice of vinyl, and another Prince 12-inch, and this is When Doves Cry. Battery 17 days. And I'm now trying to remember whether I already had this. Oh yeah, probably. There we go. On Warner Brothers, but on the custom Purple Rain era. Labelled. Again, not perfect. You know, it's not. It's been played. Let's put it that way. You know, it shows its age. But I don't think there's going to be any problems playing it. Did I already have that? Yeah, I did already have that. So that's a spare. Again, still slice of vinyl. This is 7-inch If I Would Die For You. Backed with another Loney Christmas. The sleeve's not in great nick, but it will do as a placeholder until I get a better copy. But the vinyl looks fine. 12-inch of Kiss. I've got this. A couple of copies, I think. It's definitely no, it's only one. It's a 7-inch. I've got multiple copies of. But again, this one, the vinyl is practically immaculate. There's something there which might come off. I mean, he cleaned it in front of me, and I've spun it through a spin cleaner as well, and that hasn't come off. But whether it'll affect play, I don't know. Might just play through it. But the sleeve as well is practically mint, so that was definitely an upgrade copy. Okay, still from a slice of vinyl, but moving away from Prince. Some of you will be relieved to hear. Genesis Live. This is Peter Gabriel era, from 1973. None of these I've listened to yet. I am at the moment recently just started working through the big load I bought in January. This is on Charisma, as all early Genesis was. And if I remember correctly, this was pretty good. Yeah, a couple of light scratches. Well, not scratches. You know what I mean. I think all the 7 inches cost me £3 and all the 12 inches cost me £4. This was £8. Another Genesis, this is Duke. It was also £8. This is excellent condition. Sleeve is pretty much immaculate. That it is immaculate. No, it's not even pretty much immaculate. And the vinyl, I think, was perfect as well, if memory serves. Yeah. Some Charisma as well. And then still a slice of vinyl. We have Slade by Slade, which was £10. Sleeve's a bit worn, but nothing horrendous. It's intact, I seem to recall. This has got Goodbye to Jane, Mama We're All Crazy Now on it, amongst others, from 1972. As you may know, I am gradually getting Slade's albums. On Polydor, again, practically perfect. It's not got in properly. Oh yes, I remember having this problem. For some reason it has to go in a particular way. Oh, it's still not perfect, but it will do. Back to Genesis, and this is Foxtrot. This was only £8. Seems a bit worn. Well, it's quite a bit worn. But everything's still intact and legible. And still on Charisma. A couple of light scratches on it, which is why it was slightly cheaper than you would normally expect for Foxtrot. But should be fine. And he did, Kieran, the owner of Slice of Vinyl, did say, you know, I think there's something wrong with that, have a check before you buy it. But I was happy to accept that. Still, I mean, if this was £12, I think this has been, by the looks of it, played once. This is Batman and Robin by the Sensational Guitars of Dan and Dale. So I haven't listened to it yet, but these are basically jazzy, surfy type versions of the music from Batman TV series, I think. I could be wrong, I haven't, as I say, I've not listened to it yet, but Sun Ra plays the organ on it. Al Cooper's on an organ as well. Now that's for the lineup. Some respected session musicians there. Yeah, nice inner. There was a version of this released on coloured vinyl. Can't remember what colour, but as you can see, this is just the black vinyl version. But yeah, this is, as I say, it looks like it was maybe played once. I know Kieran played it in the shop as well, and he said it was a really good album. Still size of vinyl. This is for £10. James Brown and the James Brown Band, Ain't It Funky? Oh, I think this might have been a promo copy. It had that sticker on it, Prestige Sound Promotions, David I. Bueb, B-E-B, and Nigel J. Lavender. So I don't know, why else would it have that on if it wasn't a promo copy? You've got Ain't It Funky, parts 1 and 2 on it, Cold Sweat, Give It Up or Turn It Loose. But instrumental versions, just reading the blurb there, which I hadn't realised, not that it matters. And I think the A side, no, I'm not sure whether it's live or studio. I don't really care. So, you know, I'm happy either way. So, and again, it's got this promo sticker on there. So, as I say, I'm guessing it is a promo copy of sorts. But considering this is a however old, 1970s, so a 50-year-old album. I mean, it's clearly been played, but there's no major damage to it. And the sleeve, whilst worn. You know, it's still all stuck together. And yeah, in fairly decent nick. I think we're still on the slice of vinyl. Yep. So you may recall a few months ago I picked up a best of Lloyd Cole and the Commotions. I'd been watching Ross Goodall talking about Lloyd Cole a lot. That sort of inspired me to pick up the best of. I really enjoyed the best of, so I have picked up, this was only a £5. This is Mainstream by Lloyd Cole and the Commotions. I can't remember if any of those tracks were on the compilation I had. But when I was in Fareham last week, I saw about 4 copies of this album. No other Lloyd Cole, but about 4 copies of this one. It's not in... You know, again, it's lightly marked, but I don't think it's anything major that should affect play. Yeah, but I just found it strange, considering this hasn't got any of the big hits on it. You know, normally the albums that you see multiple copies of all over the place are the albums that have got the big hits on it that people have bought because they like the hits. So why this particular album seemed to be in lots of places, I don't know. I think this is the last one from Kieran, Slice of Vinyl. This was an album I've been looking out for. This is Bluesbreakers, John Mayall with Eric Clapton, what's known as the Beano album, because Clapton's reading the Beano on the cover. So this was the album that really broke Clapton, you know, really made his reputation as, you know, Clapton is God and slow hand and all that stuff. I've never heard this album. I don't think I've even heard any of the tracks on it. This will be one of my first listen to classic albums series. I saw John Mayall live a couple of years ago. Very good musically concert, not very good showbiz wise. But I'll talk more about that when I do this video. But yeah, this is a reissue, but in very good condition. This is £15. As I say, I've been looking out for this. It's practically mint. In fact, pretty much is mint. So yeah, really looking forward to giving that a spin. Yeah, so that was my pick up some Slice of Vinyl, start of the month. A few more that I've not previously shown. So I'm a big fan of the Artist Duke special. First saw him supporting Divine Comedy on the Absent Friends tour, I think it was, at Portsmouth Pyramid Centre. Straight away, thought he was brilliant. Followed him closely ever since, seen him live a number of times. His last album was called Hallow. It was crowdfunded. At the time, it was just before I got back into vinyl, so I only bought the signed copy on CD. At the moment, the last year or so, he's been doing monthly specials for his website, basically clearing old stock because nobody buys physical media anymore. 90% of it has been stuff I've already had. A few months back, I picked up CD single for Last Night I Nearly Died, which I have shown on a previous video. February's special was a few quid off of the vinyl version of Hallow, so I ordered that, so it was £12 plus postage. I suppose I think it's normally 15, so it's not a huge saving, but nice to have, and it came with a download code. But as I say, I've got it on CD, so I have it all on iTunes anyway. It's not a great copy, but I'm not complaining. You know, it's all a bit beat up. But I found that I also bought, which I have shown on here, the 10-inch single for Last Night I Nearly Died as well. And that had the same, that was all beaten up as well. Must just be how they're stored. Or there might be the copies that he lugs around with him. Anyway, yeah, so it is new. It's not, again, it's had a, have I cleaned it? No, I haven't cleaned it. That's a lie. But it is all, it needs a good clean. Let me put it that way. I'll be glad to get it cleaned and in a anti-static sleeve, because I think there's shit inside the paper sleeve. But yeah, really good album. It's based on poems by Michael Longley. Duke Special's from Northern Ireland, and Michael Longley's a Northern Irish poet, so it's his words and Duke's put them to music. Duke does that a lot. He writes his own songs as well, but he also likes a project. He's done albums based on what's his name? There was a Huckleberry Finn, I think it was a Huckleberry Finn musical written by Mark Twain, or based, no, he didn't write the musical. Start again. There was a musical based on Mark Twain's Huckleberry Finn, but never happened, and Duke recorded those songs. At the same time, he did an album based on the book. I can't remember the title of the book, but it's the... This is going well. Something like The World of Hector Mann or something like that. It's a book by an author whose name I can't remember, based on a silent movie star whose all his films were lost and what have you. It's all done as if it's real, and this is a documentary book. It's a non-fiction, but it's all made up. Spoilers. But what Duke did for that is, I'm waffling on too long for this video. I'll quickly go. All the film was mentioned in that book. He got different people to write a song based on that film, and then he recorded them all. And various other projects he's done based on other people's work and what have you. Anyway, this only came out yesterday, the 28th of February. For some reason, it totally passed me by that this wasn't an Apple release. Of course it wasn't. I've suddenly, when I was expecting it, I suddenly thought, hold on, that's not going to be in a proper Apple release. This was released a couple of months ago on, I think it was just on black vinyl, and sold out really quickly, but they re-released it on red vinyl and I picked up a copy. It's the Beatles at Enemy Poll Winners 1964, the 5 tracks they performed there. Yeah, I don't know why it didn't register when I was ordering it and what have you, and when it came up that it wasn't going to be a proper release, but it doesn't matter. That's a nice deep red vinyl on 1960s records. This is one of his, the copyright's gone, so anybody can release it stuff. It all looks nice, and it sort of looks of the period. However, they've chosen a terrible picture for the cover because it's only got John on it, and all the others still haven't come out of the tunnel. We shall see. We'll give it a listen anyway. This was an eBay purchase. This is a little Red Corvette sleeve that I didn't already have. Similarly to the 1999 one, this was the first release before it became a big hit over here. So it's an edit on the A side and Lady Cab Driver from 1999 on the B side. What's interesting, on about London dates, Prince will be appearing at the Dominion on 18th and 19th of April. I'm 99% certain that never happened. What was also interesting, the seller I bought this from is based in Liverpool, going by what was written on the back of the envelope. It needs a clean, but otherwise it's fine. However, at some point, it was in a shop for £8. I paid far less than that. I think I paid £2.99 plus postage. And the shop it was in was Sweet Memories in Fratton Road in Portsmouth. So, about half an hour down the road from me, a shop that I have frequented and who I've always considered overpriced, and that proves it. That was up for £8 in there. Although the sleeve might not have been in such dodgy condition at the time. But yeah, I thought that was quite spooky. This is a new release. This is the TV series soundtrack to The Virtues, which was on Channel 4 last year. I didn't watch the show. My mum did. She didn't rate it. But my reason for getting this is that it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 new PJ Harvey tracks on it. I think they are all new. No, 2019. I don't recognise any of the titles. Yeah, they are all new. Other than Peach, Lisa Hannigan's on it, Aphex Twin. They're the only people I recognise, but that's for track listing. This was released on CD, black vinyl and white vinyl. The vinyl copies came with a download, so I didn't bother getting the CD. I will just download it for iTunes. And as you can see, I went for the white vinyl. Because as many of you will be aware, I am a sucker for coloured vinyl. Second one's exactly the same. Another eBay, another Prince 7-inch. This is Paisley Park, back with She's Always in My Hair. Really good condition, this one. Again, it was a similar price to the other one. Had the 12-inch, didn't have a 7-inch. Prince related 12-inch, Jerk Out by the Time. So this was from Pandemonium, when they got back together for the Graffiti Bridge film. This was the single from it. It did quite well in the States, didn't do anything over here, I don't think. On Paisley Park and Reprise through Weir. Jerk Out Edit, Jerk Out Sexy Dub and Jerk Out Sexy Mix on it. On Paisley Park. Label. Looks in decent nick. A couple more eBays turned up today. Both picture discs, both prints. This is Thieves in the Temple. Nice insert. This has got exactly the same track listing as the normal 12-inch. So it's Thieves in the Temple on the A side, that's the full album version. On the 7-inch single, the song was sort of split into two. And B side is the house mix and the dub, or Thieves in the House mix and Temple House dub, to give them their proper names. But yeah, nice picture disc. Both of these, I think, cost me $19.99 plus postage. They're both from the same seller, so they combined the postage. No, postage was free. Yeah, so I didn't pay any postage, so it cost me $19.99 each. And the Arms of Orion, and again, this is the same track listing as the standard 12-inch. So the album version on side A, and the B side is I Love You in Me, which is one of my favourite Prince B sides, and an edit of the Arms of Orion, the single edit I think it is. But yeah, happy to pick those up. I'm getting pretty complete on the picture discs now. I think it's pretty much just the shaped ones that I haven't got yet because they're harder to come by. Okay, so that's everything that I haven't already shown, and we're nearly at half an hour. So if you've had enough, you don't need to see the stuff I've previously shown. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on another video. However, I'm going to do a bit of blurb at the end about the forthcoming month, so you might want to whiz forward to... I'll stick a time in here. Otherwise, I will quickly go through these. If you want to see them in any more detail, watch the Fareham Hall video that went up on last Monday, I think. What was that? 24th? 24th, I think. Whenever last Monday was. Okay, so Fareham Record Fair, I picked up Joni Mitchell's For the Roses. Pearl by Janis Joplin. This was a bargain. It is a reissue, but it is in perfect condition. Cost me £5. Discogs average is a tenner, so really happy with that. Future Kill soundtrack for my Bond collection. 12-inch of the Extended Dance EP, Extended Dance Play EP by Dire Straits. It's got Twisting Brother Paul, Two Young Lovers on it. The Who Live at Leeds. It hasn't got any of the inserts, but it looks in decent condition. A Shaky album I didn't even know existed. Shakin' Stevens and the Sunsets at the Roundhouse. Sorry, at the Rock House, not the Roundhouse. A Shaky album that I only ever had on cassette, so I haven't heard for years. Shakin' Stevens and the Sunsets. B-52's Mesopotamia. Talking Heads' Little Creatures. Blondie's Eat to the Beat. Gilbert O'Sullivan's Life and Rhymes. A yellow copy of Squeezy's Call for Cats. These next three were from Oxfam. Secret Policeman's Other Ball. Joe Jackson's I'm a Man. Elton John's A Single Man. Back to the Record Fair. Don't know why these got out of order, but they did. Scott 2 by Scott Walker. Actually, I do it as when I was putting them onto Discogs. This has got the original print in there as well. Alan Price's A Price on His Head. Nice original copy. Talking Heads True Stories. Talking Heads Naked. That's what it's called, isn't it? Yeah. Squeeze's Argy Bargy. Then from a stall in Robin's Nest Emporium, which is one of those places that it's one big shop with lots of little stalls in it. Peter Gabriel's Birdie soundtrack. Then from Heathen Chemistry, Record Shop, Jam's All Mod Cons. This is the aforementioned other copy of Girls and Boys that's got the poster in it. I will quickly show you the poster because I like it. When I showed it, I got a bit confused. It's the Parade cover, it's not the Kiss cover. The ticket prices still amaze me. And 12-inch picture disc of Bat Dance. And this was also from Oxfam, the best of Basie, Count Basie and his orchestra. Okay, whiz through them. As I say, if you want to see them in more detail and you haven't already watched the Fareham Hall video, watch that. Okay, yeah, so that's what I picked up in February. So March, I don't think I'm going to be getting much. My thinking is April 17th, the next batch of Prince re-releases comes out. So that's Rainbow Children, and then One Night Alone Live, It Ain't Over, the after show. So I've ordered all the vinyl. So that's 2 discs of Rainbow Children, plus a slip mat by the looks of it. 4 discs for One Night Alone Live, 1 disc for One Night Alone, and 2 for It Ain't Over. So they all add up. And then I've also ordered, I haven't ordered Rainbow Children on CD because I've got that, and it doesn't look like the new version's any different. But I have ordered the new box sets because although I have it all on CD from the original box sets, and releases. This is a new package all put together. So, as I say, although there's nothing new to me on it, the design is new, so as a collector I wanted it. So that comes out on April the 17th, I think it is. And then the next day is Record Store Day. So that's probably going to be expensive. So my theory is that I'm not going to buy much in March. And then I'll get paid on April the 17th. So if I save March's wages, and then April's, hopefully I can hit Record Store Day well. So that's the thinking anyway. So I probably won't get much. You never know. It is my birthday on the 11th of March, so there's a good chance that I will get some vinyl for my birthday. So I will be doing a birthday haul video, I'm sure. So that if there is vinyl on that, I will have stuff to show you in March. Can't remember if there's any pre-orders on vinyl for March. Can't remember. Don't think so. Yeah, so it's only really going to be if there's stuff I really can't do without either Slice of Vinyl or Even Chemistry that I will be shopping. But I've said that before and ended up with piles, but lots of records. So who knows? But yeah, thank you for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in another video. Thanks. Bye.